Right, Wagwan.
Hello, friends.
I'm JC Kamau,
My name is Aminur.
and this is Selection of Sport.
That's right.
Yes, this is our first blog. So today we're just going to have a look at the fixtures first for this weekend's Premier League action. The weekend of the 7th and 8th of December, just in case you want to know. And we will maybe go into some of the matches that happen throughout the week this week. But anyway, you've got Everton and Chelsea. That should be a good game. There's the 12:30 kickoff.
Okay.
Now, have you heard about Everton? What's happened with them?
Marco Silva's gone.
Yes.
The latest to be sacked in a long line
of managers that have been sacked.
Yeah.
Duncan Ferguson has taken over.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the next mad thing. He's got all these old Premier League players. It's like all of them from the same generation are starting to start coming to management now.
Yeah. Whether they can manage or not.
Yeah, and some of them not wanting to be managers, such as Duncan Ferguson. Well, we don't know. He may have wanted to be a manager, but he was a coach.
Well, he might do better than Marco Silva, at least.
Yeah. Yes. A lot of people may do better than Marco Silva. And the opponents is another ex-player from the 2000 Chelsea. They have Frank Lampard. He'll be happy as their transfer ban has just been, their appeal has been repealed, and they're able to get new players in the transfer window, which will be good for them next month in January. May not be good for the rest of the Premier League.
They can strengthen.
Yeah, because they've already got a decent team, but not a good enough team to challenge for the Premier League, really. Maybe probably get into the Champions League, especially with all the other teams below them all flopping. So what do you think of this game? Will you watch it?
No, I tried to watch games where it's
a bit more interesting.
Yeah, and games that are more harder to tell what the results would be. I mean, this one I'm expecting a straightforward Chelsea win. I'm guessing that Everton are in a little bit of a disarray, perhaps.
Yeah. You never know, Duncan Ferguson could just turn it around.
It's possible, but no, I do expect a Chelsea win.
Same here.
Is it going to be at Stamford Bridge?
No, it's at Everton.
Okay, yeah. Well,
I think it might be quite painful for Everton fans.
It could possibly be.
Yeah, because Tammy Abraham is back and Pulisic. Chelsea like to score goals. It's Mount as well. They've got some good goal scorers there, and Everton surprisingly haven't. Keane, he's not doing very well, and Richarlison.
They paid a lot of money for him, and Richarlison.
Flops. Anyway, team that definitely ain't flopping is Liverpool. They're Everton's Merseyside rivals, who they lost to in the week.
Yeah, badly.
To a second team as well. That's probably what did it. Liverpool are away to Bournemouth. You think Bournemouth can be the first team to beat them this season in the Premier League?
No, I don't see it happening. Not this weekend.
No, me neither.
I expect it to be a straightforward win. At the very least, maybe a draw, but I don't see it happening. I mean, Liverpool are just so strong, and they're on good form.
Team that are on not so good form. Both teams are Burnley and Tottenham. Tottenham had a few good games, but they happened to lose against Manchester United in the week.
Yeah, not a good return to Old Trafford for Jose Mourinho.
It wasn't. It showed all Man United fans that the board were right, really. When a team that you probably consider Tottenham to have a better squad of players than Manchester United, but it wasn't to be. The occasion was too much for those Tottenham players going to Old Trafford, and Marcus Rashford terrorised them.
Yeah, he's in good form at the moment.
Yeah, he's better on the wing.
Mm.
Next Ronaldo, I think. Next player that just terrorises team of all those wingers.
Yeah, I mean, if he's playing good from the wing, then leave him there until he knows how to play the central role, because he might learn to play the central role. Or even if they leave him there, if he's effective out there, then leave him there.
Yeah, I think so. That might be the thing to do. Now Watford, they're another team who don't have a manager at this moment in time.
Yeah, they got rid of him recently.
Yeah, Flores. Is it Flores?
Yeah.
Nigel Pearson has been touted as the person to take over.
Okay.
Former Leicester manager that brought them up to the Premier League. What do you think of that signing, or him being their manager?
I just think okay.
Do you think he will help them to get out of the relegation zone, the relegation battle that they're in?
I don't think so. I think it looks quite bleak for Watford this season. Like, that's the third manager, so when teams are going through managers like that, you know that they're probably highly likely to get relegated.
Yeah, it's the third one of the seasons already.
Yeah, and there's about 2 more thirds to go, so they've got more time to
sack it this one and get a new one. It's only meant to be a short-term contract.
Yeah, like I'm sure there is some kind of limit to how many managers you can sack and appoint in a season.
There should be a Premier League curb on that. They just say you're only allowed to sack a certain amount of managers. Really, because what if they started doing that every month? No, I wouldn't do that. That's a bit ridiculous.
You know who they should get, man? They should get Harry Redknapp, because he is known to rescue teams. If they want somebody to rescue them.
But Harry Redknapp's a celebrity now.
Yeah.
I don't even think he's thinking of getting back into the game.
Yeah, he's a bit old, and I think not getting the England job
upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have got the England job.
Yeah,
but Gareth Southgate's alright at the moment.
Yeah.
So, moving on to the big game, 5:30 kickoff. All those other games were Liverpool, Tottenham and Watford games. They were 3 o'clock kickoffs. 5:30 kickoff. Big game for the teams that follow or that are in Manchester, that are Premier League teams and Manchester teams. If I can actually get it out, it's the Manchester Derby.
Yep.
Should be a very good game.
Yeah, and Manchester United have just beaten Tottenham. They seem to be getting some kind of coherence back and some kind of form, so it could be they could
you think they're going to win, innit?
I wouldn't say win, because Manchester City are on a different level to them, but a derby is 50-50, because it's more than just two teams.
Depends on the levels of the teams, really.
Yeah, that and the condition of the teams and the mental state of the players.
Like you think of the West London derby between Chelsea and Fulham. If they were to play now, that would be, even if they were 50-50, but it wouldn't really, like, say for instance they played each other in the FA Cup, you would expect Chelsea to win that.
Yeah.
There was a time when Arsene Wenger was first in Arsenal for many years. It's only since Pochettino came in that when things levelled out between Tottenham and Arsenal.
Yeah. And
in recent times, if it wasn't for a large amount of money, Manchester City would still be the lesser club in Manchester.
Yeah.
But thankfully for them, they got given the National Stadium, the stadium that was used for the Commonwealth Games, I think it was.
Yeah.
I went to that stadium, had a look around it before it was open.
Is that what the Etihad was until they turned it into? I think it was called Eastlands before that.
Yeah, it was a stadium that they used for I think it was the Commonwealth Games.
Okay.
One of those big championships, and then they gave it to Manchester City. And then the people from, where are they from?
UAE, Abu Dhabi, I believe.
Yeah, Abu Dhabi.
United Arab Emirates.
Came in, gave him a whole heap of money to Roberto Mancini. Kind of wasted it. Did win a championship. And then Pellegrini.
They've won a couple of league titles. About 4 of them.
And then
is it 4? Yeah, 4 titles.
Yeah, Pellegrini came in and did well, very well. And then Pep just took them to the next level. But they still haven't won the Champions League, which I'm sure they would want to win.
Yeah, it's coming to...
No, but I think they could win it this season, you know.
Yeah. Well,
Once they get their defence back.
It took Chelsea around 10 years to win their Champions League
and
after the investment came in.
And they lucked out as well.
Well, you need a little bit of luck to...
Bayern still don't understand how Bayern didn't win that game.
Yeah, they should have clearly... They had a lot of chances.
Yeah, many chances. And they were the better team. Chelsea, even by Chelsea standards, that was not a good Chelsea team. They were just scraped into... Di Matteo scraped them into that Champions League final.
They definitely got lucky that year. Because Barcelona, remember, it's the Guardiola Barcelona.
Anyway, so what do you think? Who do you think what will the scoreline be? You already said that it was probably a competitive game.
Yeah, I would say maybe 1-1 or 2-2.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think Manchester City will beat them. I think they will have too much, even though Manchester United are good. Have been in good form recently.
Is it at Old Trafford or...
No, it's at the Etihad.
Okay. Well, still. I mean,
It'll be competitive.
The Manchester clubs are more closer talent-wise than, say, the 20 years that Wenger was winning the North London derbies, or some of the other ones like Everton, and the gap between them clubs is much bigger. But between the Manchester clubs, it seems like the gap isn't that big talent-wise on paper. But then the game is not played on paper. It's played on grass. Same kind of plant, but no. It's a plant, but a different type of plant.
You can make... Papyrus is a grass-based plant.
A grass-based plant?
You said that... Wow, you said that really quick. Yeah, it looks like grass. It's like long stems of grass, isn't it?
Okay.
Big ones.
I didn't know that.
I see them making it when I went to Egypt. And I hope... Anyway,